Today we're going to take a look at decimal place value. This is an image of a decimal place value chart. Notice we have the whole number values to the left, the decimal points in the middle, and then the fraction or part of a number to the right. Notice that these all end in THS, and to the right of the decimal, everything ends in S. So your whole numbers end in S, your decimal numbers will end with THS. Also notice that here on the whole number side we have a ones place, but in the decimal side it starts with tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So now let's look at the value of numbers and the name of the places. Our first instructions are to find the value of the digit 4 in each number. We can use our decimal place value chart to help us answer this question. I'm going to lightly pencil in 0.46 into the place value chart. And as I do that, I can clear. As you can see, the value will be 4 tenths because the 4 is in the tenths place. We write it as 0.4. So now we'll erase this and plug in our next problem. 4 to decimal 3926. Alright, so we're looking for the value of the digit 4. This time the 4 is in the tens place. 4 tens will give us 40 as the value. On the next question, we're looking at the place of the digit 6, and so we want the name of the place. We'll plug in our numbers, 1, 7, 5, 5, 6, 4, and 3. All right, so this 6 is in the thousandths place, so all we have to do is write thousandths. And for this last one, let's just take a look at the number. 34,567 and 89 hundredths. So in this case, the 6 is 2 places away from the decimal, ones, tens. So all we have to write is tens. There are 3 ways to write a decimal: standard form, word form, and expanded form. Notice the word "and" is highlighted so that we can remember that the word "and" in math represents the decimal point. When we are writing a decimal in standard form, there are steps to follow to make sure we don't miss any of the place values. Our number is 1 and 36 thousandths. Step 1 is to write the whole number part, so we place a 1. Next, the word "and" means the decimal point, so we will place the decimal point. We look at our place value, 36 thousandths, so then we take a look at our chart. Here's the thousandths place, and it is 1, 2, 3 slots away from the decimal. So we will write 1, 2, 3 slots on our paper. Now we will place the 36 to the far right. And finally plug the 0 into the missing blank. This is how our number will look in standard form. It's important to take your time and place the correct number of blanks based on your place value, so that you don't accidentally move your number in the wrong spot. I've had students that have placed this 36 next to the decimal before and then try to add a 0 to the end to take it to the thousandths place. But that's a problem because 1.360 is 1 and 360 thousandths. 1.036 is the correct way to write 1 and 36 thousandths. So this is incorrect. Let's write these numbers in words and expanded form. We'll start with words. The whole number is just 1, so you write 1. We'll write out the word that means decimal, and that is and. Now we look at the decimal. It's 28. 28. And now the place value. Tenths, hundredths. One and 28 hundredths. All right, to expand this number, we'll break each part into pieces. To expand this number, we start by just writing the whole number, which is 1. Then we put our plus sign. All right, now we'll look at just the digit 2. The 2 is in the tenths place, so we will write 2 tenths, then a plus sign. Now we look at the digit 8. It's in the hundredths place, so we'll write 8 hundredths, and each part is separated in expanded form. Now let's write 600 and 4 millionths in standard form. Follow our steps from the previous slide. Step 1, write the whole number. The whole number is 600. Now we'll place the decimal point. All right, the tricky part is finding the number of blanks so that we can take it to the correct place value. We need to go to the millionths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now let's look at what the number is. It's just a 4. So the 4 will have to go all the way here at the end, and we will fill in the rest of the blanks with zeros to have 600 and 4 millionths in standard form. When we are comparing decimals, we will need to make sure to rewrite the numbers vertically. We'll make sure to line the digits up according to place value. Another important step is to add zeros to make each number reach the same place value. When we add zeros after a decimal, it does not change the value. Finally, we will compare the digits, starting with the highest place. Alright, so on this slide, I've already lined them up with my typing, but I'm going to handwrite them so you can see how I add the zeros. So I'm going to write each number. Now, no students will normally think that this is the largest number because it has the most digits and it looks bigger. But we need to check by adding zeros to make all of our numbers go to the thousandths place. So we will add 2 zeros here. We will add 1 0 here and 1 0 here. All right, now we can compare. We start with our whole number 6. They're all the same. So now we'll go to the tenths place. All right, we have a 2, 0, 2, and 0. So if we're looking for the smallest number, the zeros are the smallest, but we'll have to go to the hundredths place to find the very smallest. We have a 2 and a 5. So the 2 is the smallest. So this is our smallest number. So many students thought this was going to be the biggest number, but look, it's actually the smallest number. That would make this the second smallest number. All right, now let's find the largest. So remember, we had the same 6s, the same 2s, and now we've got a 5 and a 0. So 5 is larger, so that's going to be the number 4, and the only one left is your third. Another way of looking at this is here we have 250. Here's 50, 200, and then 25. So you can see 25, 50, 200, and then 250 being the largest number.